They just fired my wife after knowing I have cancer. I am in shock. Life has been tough already with my sickness, and together with chemo, I am unable to work. But we still get help from my insurance. But my wife really needed this, and suddenly the company decided they did not need a designer anymore and fired her knowing her personal situation. F companies that think of you as a number and not a human being hope they burn to ashes and can never recover financially. Hope she finds something soon, but the market is, though. At least she will accompany me to the hospital a bit more in the meantime. After all, she is just an amazing person. Hopefully, a company will see that soon. But yeah, F these soulless companies. There is no benefit any longer for me.
I know everyone has a struggle, and I have been better off than many, and I apologize if this post hurts anyone who is struggling as well. But pain is subjective. Please be understanding that I am in a state of desperation and hopelessness, just as real as any period you may have suffered in the past. I've been working as a trained and educated specialist in my field for 15 years now. Every employer I've worked for since I was about 19 has talked me up, praising my soft skills and work ethic. I have taken my training into my own hands and have funded my own certification courses and become one of the top, 10% technicians in my field. When you Google my real name, the first page of results are trade publication pieces. Yet, I've been laid off 4 times in the past 10 years. I've been on unemployment and taken credit card debt to make ends meet during those phases. I still owe 20K in student debts. I drive the cheapest economy car that can be purchased in the USA, Mitsubishi Mirage, and can't even afford that car bill. My home, which is modest and single family, is taxed at 550K, though I bought it for 300K. My employer cut about 1/4 of my take-home pay from a business perk, where I get reimbursement from using my own personal vehicle for work purposes. They did not provide me with a company vehicle for the first 1.5 years of work. Much of my work, up to 80% in peak season, is driving, and a reliable car was absolutely essential. I had asked for 6 months for a company vehicle and was given vague non-commits. I should have put my foot down and said no driving, but I am a fool. They have provided me with a beat-up 15-year-old Subaru with 210K miles that shimmies on the road. A lot of my driving is in the big empty with no cell service, and you can go 100 miles before seeing another car. I am terrified I'm going to be left stranded with a breakdown. I should note that this is not a car I take home. I drive my personal car 50 miles to work, then hand off and drive the company car. I received a 6% pay increase the same year. My mortgage went up 18% due to inflated taxes, and cost of living inflated 9%. I am now at a point where half of my take-home pay every month goes directly to mortgage, and the other half goes to bills, and I still have essential expenses. I have talked to my boss about this, and am told, we will get you a pay improvement plan, and when you meet what we outline in November, we will adjust your pay accordingly. Then he went on vacation for 2 weeks, and we'll have to revisit this with him on Tuesday when he gets back. I had to steal fishing gear from Walmart to catch protein for my family's dinners. I had to steal clothes for my daughter today. I cannot sell the car back to the dealer or private party without at least $4K in debt and nothing to show for it. I have lost 57 pounds in 3 months from not eating myself. To stretch out the groceries, I did need to lose the weight, but now I'm running out of fat reserves and will be underweight in 2 weeks at the current rate. I have a small flock of chickens that provide us with eggs and soon meat. A private equity firm owned 50% of the equity in my home. They expect to be cashed out in 25 years. I have no way of getting the funds to buy back my equity and will be homeless in my senior years. I have been working every day that I could since I was 16, and I played by the rules, and I didn't cheat, lie, or steal, and I have nothing to pass on to my children. There is no reason to do this any longer. In 8 years, my daughter will be an adult and out of the school. My plan is to liquidate at that time. But until then, I doubt I will continue to be solvent. I do not smoke, I do not drink. I do not eat out. I did take my first vacation, 10 days of dispersed camping that cost the whole of $200 in 3 years last month. But I don't have luxuries. This system is rigged. I will never get ahead. I can't imagine what kind of future Z and Alpha can expect, because for this older millennial, it's pretty bleak and poor.
I'm gonna run out of money because I took some time off to see a music festival and caught COVID. I fucking hate everything. I took a week off to go with my wife to a music festival in ATL that she wanted to see. It was fine. I enjoyed it well enough. But while I was there, I caught COVID and was out all of this past fucking week. Because I'd just taken some time off, I didn't have enough PTO for the time I was sick. I'm literally just going to hemorrhage money when it's already tight because I had the fucking audacity to take my wife to enjoy something she wanted to do, and some asshole there was carrying COVID. I hate this country. I hate that I have a master's degree and years of goddamn management experience. And I'm still stuck in a shithole 40K a year job with shit benefits. The American dream is fucking dead. Our grandparents bought homes working unskilled labor jobs during the easiest time in American history, and then bought into the idea that they were such hard workers that they've deluded themselves into thinking that they earned everything. My dad got his breakthrough job literally standing at the side entrance of a state school and surprising the guy who would later be his boss with a resume and a sales pitch. Meanwhile, I'm hoping that the second job that I nearly cut all ties with because they forgot to pay me 3 times will send me another contract for September, May, so I can pay all of my bills on time. Fuck, man, I hate it here. So goddamn much. I'll never be able to afford to go on a honeymoon with my wife. I'll never be able to get myself out of debt. I'll spend the rest of my life owning nothing and paying goddamn subscriptions for shit that we used to be able to just own outright. I'm fucking miserable, and I know that the way things are going, that it will only get worse.